The Rogue River was one of the original 8 rivers listed in the Wild and Scenic River Act of 1968. It originates from Snowmelton Springs near Crater Lake in the Cascade Mountain Range, flowing 215 miles before discharging into the Pacific Ocean. However, the Rogue was not truly wild. Dams constructed by European settlers prevented the river's waters from flowing freely and its salmon populations from running wild.
The removal of Gold Ray Dam, one of the major objectives was to improve the Rogue River fishery and fish passage. The dam posed numerous problems to upstream migrating adults that caused delay, injury, and some fish die jumping out of the ladder. But another benefit is we get to restore about 1.5 miles of river upstream of the dam and hopefully restore some spawning areas in there.
Now those communities, in partnership with federal and state agencies, are working to remove these barriers, restoring the entire Rogue River system back to its wild status for the community, the fish, and the wildlife that call this mighty river home.
We had a lot of good effort, focused effort. We had a team that we've been working with, interagency team we've been working with over the last 4 years. This is our 4th dam in 4 years to take out of the Rogue Basin, and that was the way we could do it. You know, otherwise it would have taken much longer. But we had an existing team that already worked well together, had a very clear, focused agenda.
The original log crib Gold Ray Dam was built in 1904 for hydropower. The current concrete dam was built in 1941 to replace the deteriorated log crib dam. It was decommissioned in 1972. It is now deteriorating and poses a significant liability for Jackson County because of costly upkeep and safety concerns.
The benefits for dam removal far outweigh the benefits of keeping it in place. For one thing, the county has a huge liability because the dam serves no purpose anymore. It doesn't provide hydroelectricity, which it once produced, which was a big benefit to the valley, but it's just not able to produce that anymore because of regulations nor because of the infrastructure. 2, it provides no irrigation, provides no flood protection, and it's just a blockage to fish passage upstream. Not a complete blockage, but it's the county's been put on notice that they have to either put a new fish ladder in and reinforce the dam, or they have to remove the dam.
For the last several years, Jackson County and local organizations have recognized the problems with the dam and worked together to remove it. Jackson County applied for and received funding from NOAA and the Oregon Watershed Enhancement Board. NOAA's funds came through the American Reinvestment and Recovery Act and focused on supporting shovel-ready restoration projects with high ecological value, large potential for job creation, and long-term benefits to the local economies.
Well, one of the reasons we funded this project, because it was really high priority, because Recovery Act projects were supposed to be, ready to go right away, and we recognized that this project had some uncertainties as to whether it could be completed in that 18-month time period, but because it was so high priority for the region, and also it was listed really high with the state too, and that's kind of what drew our attention to it.
Key to the success of the removal was that many community organizations, state and federal agencies came together. They donated their time and their resources to get the project done rapidly. Today, the Rogue River is once again wild and scenic because local organizations, in partnership with state and federal agencies, work together to remove its last major barrier. The Rogue will continue to provide future generations with a place to escape, recreate, and with healthy salmon populations that run freely for hundreds of miles.
I grew up on the Rogue River, I grew up in Grants Pass, and get to come back on your home waters and actually do something this significant where you're making this big of a improvement to the river for fisheries and even for recreation and for people is a pretty significant thing in my life. And the nice thing too is I've been able to bring my kids and my family along on all these projects, and they've had a great time just seeing the changes in the Rogue River. And so now my kids ask, which dam are we removing this year, Dad? And so that's a pretty neat opportunity, kind of a legacy.
It was a challenging project, and there was a fair amount of controversy associated with it, and not all that was very fun at times. But if I look back, the thing I am proud of is a lot of people said that you can't do this. And in all honesty, I even wondered myself. And when I got the money, I told Danny Jordan, the county administrator, I'm not sure this is possible to get done in 9 months. And his comment was, let's go give it a try. And we did, and we got it done. So I'm, more than anything else, I'm proud that we just got there, because it was a huge undertaking, a huge exercise that I wasn't sure was possible. And so we got it done, the river's flowing free, and the benefits there associated with that are going to be experienced for generations to come.